I've actually struggled to think of any clients that don't do these two things. That's a pretty bold but true statement to make. If you recognise you walk like this, then a reaction will occur. You've inadvertently made a perfect recipe for a reaction to happen. Remember these mistakes. Revisit them on every single walk. They are that crucial. The pace of your walk can actually cause more reactions, and there is a pace you should be walking to limit them too. There are lots of reasons for this, and we'll look into why letting a dog walk just like this is one of the worst things you can do for a reactive dog. The faster you walk, the more over-aroused your dog becomes. The more over-aroused, the more over-threshold a dog becomes, and the tighter the lead. The tighter the lead, the more likely your dog will react because they're leash reactive. We've inadvertently created a reaction because we've added those perfect ingredients. Over-aroused, tight leash, and over-threshold are combining, mixing, bubbling away, and these are the ideal conditions for reactivity to thrive in. Leash reactivity is one of the most common reasons for reactiveness in dogs, and we are feeding that reactive state by our pace, not helping it. It is a vicious and damaging repetitive reactive cycle. Another habit we need to break is the subconscious speeding up of our pace because our dog has sped up. People walk faster without even realizing they've increased their speed to match their dog's acceleration. And remember, it's a pace reactive dogs cannot handle well. It's often subconscious, and so many people don't realize they do it. You may start a walk at a slower pace, but it doesn't last long because your dog is pulling and straining forward, and soon you'll accommodate by adjusting your speed to keep up with them. And you haven't got a chance of rewarding calm looking at a trigger for a few reasons. You cannot reward if they're not engaging with you, and they won't if you recognize this is what your walks normally look like. Your dog cannot physically be rewarded for calm looking because they are not calm. None of these dogs are calm. They're emotionally bubbling away inside at the end of that lead. There's no calm to reward, and you're 1.5 meters behind anyway. Slow down. I cannot stress this enough. Stop allowing your over-aroused reactive dog to set the pace. They can't handle the pace. If you really want to make a difference, the pace should actually be what many people consider slow. Your dog doesn't though. Watch these videos. Look at the tight leads, the straining of the lead, and the people are being dragged behind. In these videos, these dogs have set the speed themselves, and they simply can't handle the pace they've set. Reactive dogs can't easily self-regulate, so we need to help them do it. Notice the pace, look at the engagement, look at how much more relaxed they are. Would a dog be more inclined to react in this emotional state? Slower walks allow a dog to have more engagement with you and the environment around them. It allows them to stay in a position beside you so you can reward not straining on a tight lead right out the front. It allows for a relaxed lead, which is crucial for a reactive dog. They can sniff more. Sniffing is how dogs relax, and you need to let reactive dogs do a lot of it. Slower paced walks keep a dog under threshold, down here in the green and yellow, whereas if they set the pace themselves, many will start their walks up here even before they see a trigger. There is another video on this linked later. Start to recognise fixation as the enemy for reactive dogs. Fixation never, ever leads to anything good. They've locked on to a trigger and any second they're about to explode. But remember, fixation means your dog is already up and over that threshold and they are actually reacting. They just aren't verbally reacting. Don't wait for the barking or lunging to take action. Take action the second they start to fixate. Fixating dogs can change their tail position, their head, ears and eyes. They can stop moving, hesitate, and their posture can change. There may be piloerection where your dog's coat stands up. Their chest can puff right out. The whole neck can elongate while the body stays far behind. Look at these signs, study them, and work out how your dog shows they're fixating. And it can happen in a split second for some. These are some common ways a dog will show they're fixating. This is a call to action. Take action now. Don't ever let fixation escalate.
Good. Well done. She's just at that threshold.
Fixation is a nemesis for a reactive dog. It can occur very quickly, but we need to react just as quickly to it because in a split second, a dog can explode in their reaction. But start to recognize fixating is already a reaction because if people don't see it that way, they'll make very little progress and frustration will start to creep into everything. Allowing a dog to fixate can be just as damaging as allowing a dog to stay in a verbally reactive state. Fixation is a change of emotion into a reactive state. This is fixation. Your dog will have their own ways they show it, and you need to get really good at reading the split second they go from looking to fixation. It needs action immediately or everything is about to get a whole lot worse. Living with a reactive dog is stressful for everyone. There can be a lot to learn, especially about body language, thresholds, and lowering excitement on a walk. If you're struggling with your dog's reactivity, these videos can help you.